Hi, I'm Con from Kidzcoolit.com, and today I'm presenting Instant Family.
Excellent. Right, we were looking forward to this. We love the Daddy's Home movie, and it's from the same people that created the Daddy's Home films, isn't it? So what's the story then, Con?
So, basically, these two people, Mark Wahlberg and his wife.
Yep.
Yeah. They're basically trying, they get asked with the question, do you want to have kids?
Yeah. All the time, don't they? Yeah.
They think about it, yeah. And then they look on a website and decide that they're going to try and get into foster care.
Okay, yep.
And so they take in these 3 children, a teenager, a very young girl, and a quite emotional, I think like a 9-year-old, quite emotional 9-year-old.
It's around the same sort of age as you. Maybe a little bit younger than you, yeah.
Yeah. And
there's also sort of someone around sort of Bex's age, around sort of 6 or 7, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah. And then pretty much let's see what mischief they can cause.
And I mean, basically, they come from a pretty tough background, don't they? Their mum basically isn't with them anymore, and they've had a pretty tough life.
Yeah.
But at first, they find it quite easy, don't they, having the kids? But what happens?
She decides that she only wants potato chips.
This is the little girl, isn't it?
The little girl.
That's the first issue they have, isn't it? And what happens? This is at the dinner table, isn't it?
They started spilling everything, and then just by the end, when they tried to put out the fire, there was squirting tomato ketchup and water. All the children were underneath the table. Yeah. And then the little girl rises above the table with a knife.
I know.
Like this.
Yeah, SpongeBob knife. Yeah. And the little boy, he's quite accident prone, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. What sort of things happen to him?
I didn't see this scene because I instantly shut my eyes.
You couldn't cope with something.
The second that I thought it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think it was on the first day.
Yeah.
He shot a nail into his leg.
He did, into his foot, yeah.
Into his foot, yeah.
Yeah, it was all going swimmingly up in there. And there's another scene, isn't there, where they're playing, initially playing basketball. What happens there?
Oh, yeah. I think it was like crosses, and he says, I want to be crosses. And he said, like, Mark Wahlberg said, oh, I prefer, and he says a different, sorry, I don't remember the names of the teams. Yeah. And he gets the basketball. Says off the I think it was like off the basket. Yeah. He threw it. It bounced off the basket and hit him in the head. He gave him a nosebleed, and he was sitting there with a tissue to his nose, like, they don't love me. They don't love me. It was so funny.
And the teenager, I mean, she's having all kinds of issues, and also she's still sort of she's struggling with the fact that her mum's not with her anymore. Yeah. It's not just a funny film, is it? It's actually quite deep, and it goes into quite a lot of detail about fostering and adopting and the challenges that come with it, isn't it? What did you think of this film?
I think that it was really good.
Yeah, it was a film you really wanted to see. Would you agree with me? I mean, initially I thought it was going to be an out-and-out comedy, but it's actually quite a sensitive film as well, isn't it? It is very funny, but it is actually it's a lot more sensitive than I expected it to be. How did you find the sensitive side of the actual movie?
I think it was really good, because if you know what I mean, the sensitive side, if you know what I mean, they use words to make it so that it would go over younger people's heads.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's like
the message was still there,
the message was still there.
Yeah.
But it's like but if you were younger, you probably would have seen it as a better movie, as a much just a comedy.
Right, I see what you mean. Not a better movie, but a bit more light-hearted rather than
light-hearted.
Whereas you're a little bit older, and it's a 12A. So I mean, I would say you're probably the perfect age upwards to actually watch this film.
Yeah.
It does play a little bit older, albeit Bex did actually really enjoy it. So, what was your favourite scene?
I think my favourite scene was probably the basketball scene that I talked about. Yeah. I just think because you're not expecting it. They've just seen they wanted to play basketball. Throws the basketball in the net,
and then bang,
and bangs him in the face.
It sort of sets the scene for some of the chaos that happens with the kids.
I think the best thing about it is the sound effect. It was just
it was like a crunch. Do you think all kids would enjoy this, or do you think it is for sort of kids your sort of age upwards?
I'd say kids my sort of age, honestly.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. It probably goes to the same sort of market as Wonder and things like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think mummies and daddies would enjoy it? Mm-hmm. I have to say, knowing a little bit about adoption and fostering, I think this is quite an important movie. I'm not sure I've ever seen a film that's sort of placed like this. It's quite unique, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think actually a lot of parents that are actually looking to either adopt or foster might actually get quite a lot of that out of it. Certainly kids that are adopted or fostered, I think, would enjoy it, and parents in the same position. So if you're going to give it stars out of 5, how many would you give it then, Con?
A top end 5.
You would give it a top end 5?
Yeah, I'd give it a top end 5.
Wow, excellent. You really liked it. Excellent. Any last words?
Nothing but this. Go see this movie.